Hi everyone, welcome to today's pick a card reading, and it is here's current thoughts, intentions and likely actions. Wow, I got that right today. Amazing. So guys, I hope you're all great. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, also welcome and thank you for coming back. Today's reading is really straightforward. What I want to say before I start, I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, please assign more than one question or more than one person or more than one situation to each group if you would like to. This means you can get the most out of this reading. So rather than just making the use of the information in one group, you get information on different situations or different things by using all of the 4 groups or 2 or 3 of them, whatever resonates with you. So anyway, I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can check the description box below. It will give you a link to do that. It's a pretty quick turnaround and it's good value. So hopefully, if you're looking for a reading, please check that out. You can also look on the website at spiritual-candy.com where there are testimonials if you want to check that out before you book a reading. Anyway, let's get on with today's reading. If you haven't chosen your group already, be sure to pause the video. So let's go ahead and have a look. Hi number ones, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you're interested in receiving future upload notifications. Okay, so today, here's current thoughts, intentions and likely actions. We've got the Tower, the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Coins and the Hermit. This, don't worry about the Tower, because obviously people see the Tower, they panic because, it's a kind of in quotation marks, negative card, but it's not a negative card really, because it's a blessing in disguise, the Tower. What this means is that some sort of illusion is being broken down. Something that's not right is being removed. Something that he or you in the situation are clinging onto is being removed. So you may know what this is, or you may be unsure. If you're not sure, it's probably more something to do with him. Watch out, 1 or 2 of you, it's maybe about trying to remove an illusion that you've got going on about this person. Okay, so there's just a general theme around him, his thoughts, his actions and what have you, that's saying that something is being removed. So for example, if you've had a big argument with this person or something's happened, this is what this could be referring to. But it's removing illusion. It's removing something that's not meant to be there. And what's great is, although this is obviously loss, difficulty, chaos, disruption, which is what is associated with the Tower, whilst this isn't always pleasant to experience, it's the right thing. In this situation, it's the right thing because it's removing something that shouldn't be there, or shouldn't's the wrong word, but it'll do. It's a blessing in disguise. And what happens afterwards? The 4 of Swords. This is recovery. This is a chance to rest, a chance to recalibrate, reorient back to the inner self, the core self. So this is a sense of being able to recover and recuperate from the situation. So there's no doubt with him, there's some big issue, some big breaking down of something. Something has really kind of blown up in their situation, okay? However, it's going to cause recovery. It's going to result in a better situation where he really does orient back to his core self, okay? However, in this period, he's very much taken a step back. The 4 of Swords, 5 of Coins and the Hermit, all these cards are kind of like being on your own, taking a step back, retreating, recovery. All 3 of these cards have got that theme to them. So I certainly don't think that he's ready to move forwards at the minute. He's not intending on moving towards other people or to look outside of himself. The Hermit card is the card of solitude. So ultimately his actions around this time are about moving towards his own inner self, taking a step back, going into the cave, so to speak, you know, and reconnecting with himself. And this is not a bad thing. Although the withdrawal may feel negative, it will actually allow him to kind of center himself and to think about where he wants to go next, what he's going to do, etc. The Five of Coins is saying that he does feel kind of cast out, lonely. He may feel like it's really unpleasant, but actually the key with the Five of Coins is it won't last forever, and it's all is not lost anyway, you know. But there is definitely some sense of loss, of grieving, of lack, but mixed with recovery too. And ultimately, like I said, the main thing here is the Tower and the Hermit being the major arcana. These really tell a story together, because what they say is, yes, there's been a big change. Yes, there's been a big disruption. Yes, it might feel very painful or difficult for him, but ultimately this is going to allow him to sort of go within and to find his truth and to speak more from his truth and to act more from his truth eventually. But it is going to mean that in this interim period, he's kind of detached or kind of, you know, in some sort of solitary kind of mood and energy. Lots of love, number ones. I will see you in the next few days on the soulmate reading or on a private reading in the meantime. Loads of love, guys, and don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell. Loads of love. Hi, number two. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell if you want to be notified of future uploads. So we got the Temperance. So this is his current thoughts, intentions, and likely actions. We've got Temperance, the Queen of Cups, the Six of Coins, and the Five of Wands. So he's certainly trying to find balance. He sees you in a very good way. His current thoughts are that you are the Queen of Cups. So don't worry if you're male or female, it really doesn't matter. Equally, I say his current thoughts, but it can be hers. If you can just substitute one for the other, it's fine. But you are the Queen of Cups, so you are this. He sees you romantically. He sees you in that way, in a romantic partner way, because he's seeing you as the Queen. He's seeing you with respect. He's seeing you as somebody of value, someone he really values, someone he sees as very caring and loving and deep. You know, someone he feels a real connection to. You know, it's interesting because there's definitely a sense of balance going on at the minute. Him trying to find balance. The key thing here is, though, that I think that there are, like I say, there are some issues around balance. He is trying to find his balance, but ultimately he sees you in a good way and he feels a deep connection to you, is what this is telling me here. Because next to the Queen of Cups, we've got the Six of Coins. Six of Coins and Temperance, both of these for me are balance, particularly in that combination together. He feels very balanced around you. He feels this sort of sense of harmony with you. Okay? So, and it's interesting with the Queen of Cups and Six of Coins together, as I was just about to say until I interrupted myself, that the Six of Coins is like that equal giving and receiving, and the Queen of Cups is a very like generous, loving, caring energy. So he sees the capacity for this kind of sharing and this sort of equal balance of relationship between you guys. He does see the potential for that. We've got Temperance. This is saying the calm after the storm is here. So, okay, there may have been some difficulty over the situation. Perhaps it's not always been easy. I think he's probably been through something fairly recently that's been a bit tumultuous for him, or traumatic or difficult in some way. But the Temperance is saying that things are evening out. Things are calming down. Things are improving for the better regard for him. And regarding his situation, okay? So things are getting better, definitely. But it's interesting because even though things have calmed down somewhat, even though he definitely sees potential, I can see why you're here looking at this reading, because obviously occasionally you can be in a really great situation and still come and look at this reading. But on the whole, you're probably looking at this reading because something is a bit off, or something feels, there's a little bit of a problem or something, is this Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of, it's not necessarily really bad, but it is a confrontational energy, an arguing or disagreement. It can be constructive discussion and debate, but it's often kind of like low vibe, aggy sort of, almost like niggling at each other or niggling at, someone niggling at you. And it's kind of a low vibe that can stop you or get in the way, or feel to stop you and feel to get in the way of you achieving what you want. So I feel like he feels this harmony towards you. He sees that there's this great situation with you, or potentially with you, but something's in the way. There's this Five of Wands that's in the way, and it's causing a bit of an issue. There's someone or something that's dragging him down. Now, the Wands obviously can be work. They can be associated with career. And the Five of Wands is definitely like that kind of office politics or creative debate. So there could be something like, it could just represent a work situation. So for some of you, your person's really like connected to you and that they feel this great energy with you and everything. But the reason it's kind of not moving forwards is because they've got a lot on at work, or they've got a lot happening in their life. So what I'm seeing here is that his thoughts and intentions are good. He sees balance. He sees you in a good way. Everything looks hunky-dory in that regard. Everything looks good. But there's just this issue at the Five of Wands. So in terms of him actually taking action, it feels like he's having to kind of deal with these other people and situations and opinions first. And he can't really move towards you until he's kind of dealt with that. But the Temperance as the general energy, as the opening card, and as the major arcana would say that the worst is over. This is the calm period. So things will settle down with this by the looks of it. So loads of love, number twos. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe and hit the bell. And I will see you on a private reading or on a reading, on the soulmate reading, in a couple of days' time. Hi, number threes. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified of future uploads. Here we go with your reading today on his his intentions. Oh my gosh. His current thoughts, intentions, and likely actions. Four of Cups, Death, the High Priestess, and Page of Coins. Don't worry about this Death, by the way. I'm sure most of you know, but it doesn't mean death. It means transformation. Okay. So, right. So his current thoughts. You, or the situation with you, is offering him something. And he, at the minute, his current thoughts are that he can't see it, or he's not accepting it. He's not allowing it in. The Four of Cups is like an energy of not right now. It's an emotional offering from something. You, the universe. I mean, I always think with the Four of Cups, it very much looks like the universe is offering the Ace of Cups, but this person can't see it. So they're offering that new emotional beginning. The universe is offering you as a new option, emotional beginning. And I don't mean option as in one of many. I mean like as something that would take away this issue. You are the solution that he's looking for, but he can't see it. It's outside of his peripheral vision. He's got to have, in order to see this opportunity, he's got to have an open mind and an open heart. Now, it's going to be different for each one of you, but the basic gist of it is that in order to kind of see the opportunity with you, he's got to let go of some wound. He's got to make space in his life. He's got to open up to a new possibility. The Four of Cups is just saying like, I'm looking at my current situation and I can't look at this right now. That's basically what it's saying here. And this could be for many reasons. Maybe he's got too much on at work. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's still got recovering from his old relationship. Maybe he's got some sort of, issue from a past relationship, a wound that means that he is kind of afraid to let down his wall. Whatever it is, at the minute, he is saying, it's like stalemate, isn't it? It's like he's saying, like, I can only move so far towards you, or I can only open up so much. And for some of you, you're saying, well, Kat, that's nothing. He can't open up at all. He's totally gone, or he's not there at all, or he's totally shut down. And that will be the case for a few of you. But some of you, you are together or close, but it's like there's something missing or there's a barrier between you. The reality is that this Death card says it all. He needs to transform something, but this Death card represents what he needs to do, but can also represent the reason why he is so, you know, so kind of unaware or seemingly unaware of the opportunity you're offering. Because the Death card is saying that really there was some painful ending and some transformational situation that is happening or has happened. I think this card has two meanings. The majority of the time, you know, death is an opportunity. All things in the universe go through cycles. He's had the end of a cycle where something didn't work out or something wasn't great for him, and now is his opportunity to move forwards. But, you know, he has to let go of the past. But it was painful, very likely. Whatever it is that's causing this situation comes associated with some pain. So it could be that, for example, even if it's that he's busy at work and that's the reason why he's kind of, you know, hasn't got the time or says he hasn't got the time to take on a new relationship, it's very likely that he's using that as a reason to hide some other issue, you know? So, because probably all isn't quite as it seems in terms of why he's not coming towards you, because the High Priestess, in terms of his thoughts, feelings, intentions, etc., the High Priestess is kind of a mysterious element, the hidden, perhaps, you know, it's also a card of non-contact. So, you know, if you've got someone who won't talk to you, there's a mystery element with the High Priestess. But the message with the High Priestess as well for you is to listen to your intuition, you know, to listen to your gut and your intuition in regards to this. But this is probably a confirmation for you that this person, you know, you are offering something to them. It is good for them. It is right for them, but they are not taking it because they need to go through this transformation. They've already had part of it because they had the breakup or the painful situation, whatever it is that is causing them to kind of not want to step forward into this new situation. But they do need to complete that transformation by letting go of the past, you know. In terms of what you can do, you can listen to your intuition and allow your intuition to guide you, okay? The Page of Coins is good in terms of the sort of his kind of likely actions because it's early days yet, okay? So at the minute he's saying not now, but I feel like that's what he's saying, not now. He's not saying no, he's saying not now. Page of Coins at the end of the forecast suggests that eventually he is going to want to investigate this. He is going to want to look into it. The Page of Coins is a good message. It is a good news message. It does indicate that there is the potential for this to be something that could really move forward towards whatever it is that you're looking for, because it is a card of kind of like investigating and learning and moving towards your dreams. So it is only an initial step, but I do think that whilst at the minute he seems to be kind of closed down, I think in the near future he will open up more and will start to investigate it more. But he's just kind of got to go through this period of kind of letting go. So lots of love, number threes. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe, and I will see you on the soulmate reading in a couple of days or on a private reading in the meantime. Hi, number fours. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified of future uploads. Okay, so what is going on? His current thoughts, intentions, and likely actions. We've got the Seven of Swords, the World, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, a lot of sword energy here, but also the World as the major arcana. So there's his current thoughts, there's definitely a lot of thinking going on here. There's definitely a lot of mind activity on your part and on his part. I feel like whether you're male or female or they're male or female, I feel like this is you and this is them. Okay, for reasons I won't bore you with here, but in my readings this would make sense to me. So this is you, this is them. Okay, so straight away this clearly points something out. You are the queen, they are the knight. This indicates some difference in terms of maturity or capacity or ability to kind of open up to this relationship or situation. Okay, so you are coming through as the queen, and rather than him coming through as a queen or a king, you know, someone more of an adult energy, the knight is still this youthful, finding himself kind of energy. So it could well be that he's kind of not quite there where you are yet, which I think you probably already know. That said, the world kind of trumps everything, because the world is the most positive card in the deck. It's the best card in the deck. It's a card that indicates travel on a literal and on a metaphorical basis. It means that you're going to move to that next level. It's the end of the Fool's journey. It's the chance to take it to the next level. It's triumph. It's success. It's going to a whole new and positive level and direction, you know, and it's having the choice to move wherever you like. It's a sense of success. It really is. So his thoughts, feelings, and kind of intentions towards you are really good. He certainly feels like he's kind of had some sort of revelation or realization. I feel that has to be the case, because we've got the World and then the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a card of a man on a mission, action, revelation, and moving towards it. It's like a powerful, forceful force moving forwards towards you, you know. After a period, I'm not going to lie, of Seven of Swords is kind of like being a bit unsure, feeling like you have to have your guard up, being a bit unclear. So I think for quite a while, perhaps, his thoughts have been kind of that he needs to protect himself, or he's a bit unsure, and he doesn't really know what to do, and he feels a little bit uncertain about the whole situation. And yet, interestingly, something seems to have happened to kick in this world energy, where he feels like, for whatever reason, this issue has been alleviated. So I think something has happened, and it's going to be different for each one of you. They're saying, yes, something has triggered this kind of sense of moving to the next stage. This could have been a conversation you've had, or something resolving in his life, you know, work-wise or something. But a space has opened up, and there's an opportunity to take things to the next level. And he wants to move rapidly and quickly. And this is what's happening around this time. So if it hasn't happened yet, it's likely to happen. The only thing I would ask you to be careful with is the Knight of Swords can sometimes overcommit. He speaks or acts now and thinks later, and then thinks, oh, maybe I can't do what I said I was going to do. So I don't doubt that his desire to come towards you will be genuine, or his desire for you will be genuine, because it does look that way with the World and the Knight of Swords. I do see him going from a sort of energy of kind of being fearful, perhaps a little bit like difficult to know what's going on with him, some element of kind of hidden and, you know, you not really knowing where you stand, to suddenly things changing and him moving forwards and him wanting to come towards you. But what they're saying is with the Queen of Swords, he does see you as this somebody he looks up to, someone he respects, someone he values. He sees you as his queen. He wants to move towards you. But what they're saying is just use your head. Be clear. It's not about being cold or being unfeeling, but just don't get too wrapped up in your emotions. Think moderately logically, you know, listen to your intuition, but also listen to your common sense about what's happening, because I do think he may go too far, overcommit, say he can do things that maybe he won't follow through on all of it. So you need to be kind of sensible and clear-minded and clear-headed in order to kind of navigate this situation. But on the whole, it is a positive situation because you've got the World. So this is positivity, happiness, success. There's going to be some way to take this to the next level. It might be unclear at the minute. All this sword energy as well, the Seven of Swords with the Queen of Swords for you, is saying be savvy. Do you know what I mean by savvy? Be clever, not manipulative, but just use your head. Because sometimes with the Seven of Swords, it means you have to kind of do things in a slightly unorthodox way. You have to use your intelligence to navigate the path to get where you want to get. But you are heading in the right direction. Loads of love, number 4s. I will see you on the soulmate reading in a couple of days, or on a private reading in the meantime. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. Loads of love, and I'll see you soon.